Hey gang, it's Ben. A little midweek check-in. It's Thursday the 26th, a little bit more than halfway through the week. I wanted to check in with you. It's our second week on lockdown, and I had three things that I wanted to remind you about, or that I wanted you to think about this week. Think of this like Throwback Thursday. Back in 2016, I wrote a blog on Blue Corona Central. You can still find it if you want to go dig for it. And the topic of that blog, the title of that blog post was Focus on What You Want, Not on What You Don't Want. And in the blog post, there was an optical illusion. There was an image with a dot in the center, a black dot in the center of all these colors. And the optical illusion is such that if you stare at the dot, all the colors disappear. And the point that I was trying to make in that blog post was that when you're laser focused on your goals, all of the obstacles, all of the distractions disappear. And that is very much true. There's a riff on that blog post, though, that is particularly relevant right now, which is in times of chaos, in crisis, uncertainty, what you should try to do is focus on the things that you can control. Focus only on the things that you can control. You can control how you show up each day, what time you punch in the morning, what time you check out in the afternoon, how responsive you are to clients and your teammates, the quality and creativity of your work, the effort that you put in, how much you learn about your clients. All of those things are things that you can control. Don't get hung up worrying about the client who the government, for all intents and purposes, has made it impossible for them to do business, and so they have no cash flow and they have to cancel our services. You can't spend time worrying about that stuff. You need to focus on what only you can focus or control rather. And remind your teammates to focus on what they can control. That's number one. Number two is to, whatever you do, keep moving forward. In business and in life, there are times where you feel like you are bumping up against a brick wall. Focus on moving forward, even if it's taking a small step. Just keep focusing on progress. Forward progress, right? So that's the second thing. Dinner's ready. I'll be down in a minute. The third thing is to stay positive. I told you during the huddle this week that our positivity was going to be tested, and it certainly has. You need to focus on staying positive. I saw an awesome example of that today. Tara and Mike host a meeting from 4:30 to 5 with the account managers and the DMCs. And they talk about what they're hearing in the marketplace. In the last 2 days, Mike has started the meeting by saying, let's start with something positive. Who has something positive to share? And he will sit there in silence until some brave soul says, I've got something positive to share. In every situation, there is always something positive that you can pull out and highlight. And you've got to keep doing that and encouraging your teammates to do that. Start every meeting. Start a meeting with a client by saying, let's start with something positive. Let's start with good news, right? So that's the third thing. Finally, it is the last day tomorrow for someone that means a ton to us. Mary Davin's last day is tomorrow. Mary, I have loved working with you. I'm going to miss you so much, and I wish you all the best. I know you've probably been really stressed out about changing companies in these uncertain times, but I just want you to know that we're all here and cheering you on. Thank you so much for all the hard work that you've put in all the time that you've been with Blue Corona. I am really going to miss you, and I know I'm not alone in saying that. So we'll miss you, Mary, and I'd toast you if I had alcohol in my office, but I was told I'm not allowed to do that anymore. Thanks, everyone. Have a great rest of the week. Stay positive. Keep moving forward no matter what, and focus on the things that you can control.